What's up everybody? I'm Tiffany of Tiffany Outdoors. Welcome to my channel. Ooh, it's thundering, y'all. So I'm going to be racing against the weather. So I have this gnat net on here because the gnats, North Carolina gnats, will pick you up, carry you away like a tornado. You guys just don't know the struggle. But anyway, so I'm going to start on these archery target stands. I'm going to make one out of PVC, one out of wood. So you guys stay tuned and I'm going to bring you along with me and show you how I make them. So the other day I wanted to start on making these bag target holders, and the weather caught up to me, so I decided not to do it. So that's what I'm going to do today. I have the materials down here. The first one I'm going to make is the one that's made out of PVC. I just need to figure out how big of the base that I want to make. And for this project, I'm just going to use my hacksaw. It's kind of early in the morning. I don't want to wake my neighbors up. Plus, I want to show you guys that you can make this with just the minimum of tools. Okay, so I've got it figured out. I'm going to use my empty horse feed bags for targets. I'm just going to fill this up with other bags and some of that high density foam and things of that nature, and then paint the face so that we can have different targets on it. But I said all that to say I'm going to make my target the base is going to be 2 feet wide. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to start making my cuts and explaining things as I go. I guess before I get started, I should tell you the materials list. Let me tell you the parts list. Okay. First, I got some of this clear PVC cement. I've got 6 of these 90-degree angles, 2 T's, and I got 2 20-foot, 1.5-inch sections. 20 feet. And I got 2 10-foot sections of 1.5-inch PVC pipe. So I hope this is enough. We'll find out when I get started. So I already know that I want my base to be 2 feet wide, so I'm going to measure off 2 2-foot sections and cut them off. Now I'm going to clean these edges up with some sandpaper. Next, I want to do 2 1-foot sections. This is going to be for the long side. So I'll mark those off and cut those. I'll mark them. I need 2 for each side. So I'm going to go ahead and do that and come back to you. I'm going to cut them and sand them down. Okay, now what I'm going to do now is I want to dry fit this. I want to make sure it's a good amount of a length that I could work with. So let's put this together. So I have my T here, other end, my short section. I'm going to assemble those like so, like so. Boom, boom, got that. Then put my elbows. Elbow. I think this is going to be a pretty good size. I think this is going to be good. Good, wide enough base. Okay. Just gonna dry fit this. Daggone it. Okay. Yes! Everything's falling apart. I got it dry fitted together. And let's see what this thing measures out to. Measures out to right at about 2 feet 9 inches long and 2 feet 6 inches wide. So I think this is going to be very sturdy, very nice. And if you wanted to, you can weight this down with play sand inside the legs if you wanted to further weight it down. But I'm going to not do that just yet. I want to see how it stands up on its own first before I do all of that. Go into extra added expense in buying more play sand. But yes, now the next step is to figure out how tall to make the risers here, the uprights. Okay, I want to point something out to you guys right quick. The way I cut this worked out perfectly for the base. So I only used one 10-foot section, and with the measurements that I used, I have this wasted piece that I thought was going to be wasted would be perfect for my top, for the top of my uprights. So if you use these measurements, you only need one 10-foot section to make the base and your top. So we can make our uprights as tall or as short as we like. So what I've decided to do was take this last 10-foot section and cut it in half. Make 2 5-foot risers, and then you can adjust the bag as tall or as long as you like, depending on how long your chains or whatever device you use to hang your bag. You can make the chains longer or shorter depending on how high or how low you want the target to actually hang. So let me go ahead and do that and clean up the edges. this is what it's going to look like when everything's all put together. So I think this is going to be stable enough for a lightweight target, and very happy. Well, that was so easy to build. It only took me maybe about 30 minutes, maybe. I'm very happy with the results. It looks good. It looks stable. I think that this is going to be a fun target to shoot with, so I cannot wait to try it out. The last thing that we need to do is figure out how to hang a bag target. I got some of these little eye hooks. I got some of these, and I got some of these screw hooks. Got some of those, and I got some little small S hooks that I can bend easily to hang the target with. So whatever you choose, just maybe keep your options open and get several different things to see what works the best. Now that I've done the dry fit and I'm satisfied with the way it's fitting together, I'm going to go ahead and cement this whole thing together now. Got a towel here so I can wipe the edges, get those good and clean. Last little elbow here. There we go. Alright, I'm going to let this sit for a few hours and let it dry completely. I've decided that I am going to glue the top section on the uprights, just because whenever the target is hanging and the target's hit by an arrow, I don't want this thing falling apart and freaking out a horse. So I'm going to go ahead and glue this top section together. I'm just not going to attach the uprights to the base. I'm going to keep that separate so I can fold it down and store it away easily. This is the hard part because you want this at a good angle. You don't want it crooked. And there we go. Alright, so I'm going to let this dry and I'll come back to you. I made a few decisions here. I already had this foam target that I got from Walmart. I think it was like 14 or 15 bucks, somewhere in there. But this fits in here perfectly with the measurements that I have, so all I have to do is buy a few more of these. But you can certainly make your own bag targets if that's what you want to do to save yourself some money. But I think what I'm going to do is use these foam targets that already have like circles on them for scoring and stuff like that. So all I need to do is drill in here, drill in my eye hooks, and then I'm going to attach some eyelets to the top of this so it can hang. So what I'm doing is I'm just trying to get some general measurements of where I want to attach the eyelets to this bag target, or to this target that I'm going to hang up. And I'm going to the outermost portion that I can, about a finger width. Well, my finger width away from the end of the connector here, and same on both sides. And then I'm going to line it up with this target here. Just make a mark and a line so I know where to put my eyelet. And do that on both ends. Okay, got both ends marked, and now to put the eyelets on. I got my mark, and it's about my finger width away, and all I'm going to do is continue this line all the way to the underside where I need to drill some holes. I need to drill holes underneath here on this end. Now that I know where my mark is going to be, now I want to have it approximately in the dead center of this pipe on this underside here. A little cross section. I'm just eyeballing it. I'm trying. It doesn't have, for me, it does not have to be exact, but I'm just trying to eyeball it so that when this is hanging, it'll hang properly. It's pretty level, except for this side is a little off. Come down just a touch. So out of the hardware that I got, I decided to go with these eye hooks here. And you can see the size and all that. So what I need to do is pre-drill. I'm going to pre-drill the pilot holes. There we go. And it's in and started. And get this other one started. I think I'm gonna like the look of these screw hooks a lot better than the other hooks that I got. Okay. Ooh, that's tough to turn. Let me go get a screwdriver. Now it's time to add our eyelets to our bag target. So I went to Walmart and got one of these cheap die setting tools that you can use to add more eyelets to a tarp. They also sell these at Harbor Freight for like, I think they're like $5 or something. Try to get it about as even as possible. Here's my punch. Tear away the plastic. Or the way it's supposed to. Yep, that's the way it goes. Okay, these are the S hooks that I'm using. Pull that in close so you can see. Oh, that's perfect. That is perfect. That works, guys. This is awesome. It rocks a little bit, but I can still weight down the base. That's just me slapping it pretty firmly. It's rocking pretty good, so I think this is awesome. Oh, I'm so happy. I'm very happy. Alright guys, this build, I'm so excited about this. This worked out exactly how I had imagined it working out. It's this is gonna be awesome. So for about $25 worth of materials, you guys can build this so easily. And like I said, you can adjust the height by using, you can use paracord to make the target lower or higher. And oh, this is going to be so versatile when it comes to our horseback archery. I cannot wait to show you guys that. Y'all are going to be excited about this. But thank you for joining me, and I will see you later. Bye.